Welcome back to the channel, everyone. And today we'll be watching another Let's Game It Out video. This one is open to supermarket, made $11 million, stealing from customers. So yeah, I'm sure this is going to be totally sane. As with everything, go subscribe to his channel first, watch it there, come back here if you feel like it. All right, let's watch it.
Now it's time for new game. So here we are in front of our brand new supermarket in the
call it
middle of our
supermarket.
cute little neighborhood. Look at this. We have all kinds of foot traffic, people just swaggering their way to work. And we can tell as we follow this guy that we are in the United States of America.
Oh, okay.
As you can clearly tell by this very American.
It's early access. I mean, there we go. Maybe it's a different planet, you know? You just mix different countries together.
Wait, maybe that was just that one car. Because we can see here that this one's from Iowa, and this one's from California.
I was going to say, I thought that was a Lamborghini for a second. I was going to be like, all right, who in Iowa has a Lamborghini? California fresh. Okay.
Yeah. What an inclusive neighborhood. You can even have the same license plate as someone else. Anyway, the
Oh. I mean, if it's an indie game, there's going to be a limited number of assets. I assume this is a partial asset flip to a degree. There's nothing necessarily wrong with that. As long as the gameplay is solid and fun.
Neighborhood is about what you'd expect. And by that, I mean it has a bunch of buildings with nothing going on. NPCs just wandering around living their lives of doing nothing. But most importantly, we're in a neighborhood that we cannot escape. Like, everything might look and feel very peaceful.
Can't escape or will be able to escape by forcing yourself through a wall somewhere.
Ow! But as you can see, there's something sinister going on underneath. The whole neighborhood is just one giant loop. The good news about this, though, is it means you're the only supermarket in town. So let's go ahead and begin our supermarket empire. Clearly from the ground floor, because look at these sling.
Okay, so I assume you can upgrade your building and make it bigger and bigger until it's like a mega store, right?
And pickings. So it looks like we've got 2 shelves, as well as a register, a door that I'm not even allowed to get into yet, and a computer awkwardly in the corner. And something tells me this is going to be the brains of our operation. On a
You know what? There's a lot of games that start off with just some random computer in the corner, and it's like, hey, by the way, you own this store now. Go fix it and make it a giant conglomerate.
Down to the tutorial telling us to order goods using the computer. Well, don't mind if I do. But first, let's go to the bank. Oh, good, and we can take out a loan straight away. Let's use this slider here to turn that loan term length into 25 days, because I want to take as long as possible to pay it.
Well, is this a payday loan? I'm not sure of any 25-day loans.
Back. Okay, and now instead of $50, we have $800 to work with. It's like free money. And now let's head on over to the market, which is our one-stop shop to buying goods for our store. Look at this, we've got all the essentials. Carbs, carbs, and more carbs. And oil for your daily hydration needs. We're gonna start
Yeah, I mean, that's all you really need. Carbs and oil.
with flour because it's the cheapest to buy, and I get the feeling that it doesn't really matter what we buy. I'm pretty sure customers are going to be interested anyway. Okay, all that stuff is ordered. I guess all we need to do now is wait for it to arrive.
They shove boxes outside. Okay, that's pretty funny. Now, it would be interesting, because I mean, it's got so many good reviews, right? I would say it would be interesting if the way they set it up is like when you buy stuff, you know, customers come in and, you know, a lot of days, for instance, if you don't spread out your stuff, they just get mad and just all leave. They're like, I don't want one item, so I'm just never going to buy the one item. I want 3 items, and they only stay in the store if all 3 are available. You know, like a regular grocery store.
What the hell even happened out here? I mean, it was delivered really fast, which is nice. Hang on, let's order some more of these. And I'd love to order more than 10 at a time, but it turns out 10 is the max. Okay, orders in. Quickly outside.
Okay.
Thank God my grocery
I'd give it a positive review just to see that. If you have like $100,000, just 10 million boxes.
aren't very delicate. Well, I guess right off, we know where that loan money is going to. It's time to buy as many of these as we can so that we can just have more boxes all the time. And we'll order another 10. Looking good. Watch out, car. Oh, of course, they don't care. And another. And another. You know,
You're going to need more money, dude.
no, I thought the pile would be bigger. But whatever, it's still plenty to work with. Oh, and also, I just noticed we also have this room right here, also known as the storage room, let's check.
Don't have access
can't get
to.
into. Whatever, that's a problem for later. Right now, we need to handle the basics, like picking up some of this flour, ripping open the box, looking at this person, and hurling it in their face. Yeah.
Okay, so you have to manually open each and every box like an actual supermarket? Why? Why are people giving this good reviews? This is like a regular job.
Yeah, she's impressed. And then climb over all of this crap, pick up the box, and let's get to shelving.
Okay.
Oh, well, that was easy. And now the game wants to demonstrate to me that we...
Okay, maybe that kind of, putting stuff on the shelf all nice and even kind of feels nice. Gosh dang it, I might do a Let's Play this game.
can throw out the empty boxes. And I threw out that one because the tutorial made me. But it's gonna be the only one. Also, we're not done filling this up. This looks very sad. We're gonna need a lot more flour to fill these shelves. Hang on, I'll do the hard work first of getting our crap in there so we can stock up. And we'll just hurl more of these on the shelves and then throw this crap.
So I was talking to someone in the comment section in the Satisfactory games, and for the most part, from what I understand, is Josh never uses creative mode. So all the crazy nonsense that you see in games, like we have to check out the Raft one. He just does it all by hand over hours and hours and hours versus actually, just lying to people.
Crap in the corner, and rinse and repeat. Watch out, everybody, we're really gaming now. And there we go. It's some hard work, but someone has to do it. And also, this is not the price I want. After all, the market price alone is $371 right now, especially when, how high can this go?
Oh,
that's it? Fine. That's our price now. And I don't expect anyone's gonna pay this, but let's see anyway. And last but not least, we're gonna reposition these shelves a little bit more to our liking. So we're gonna take this one and shove it.
Okay. I swear, one person buys it.
In the corner somewhere.
Yep,
just like that. And let's get some of these boxes out of the way so that we can fit this other shelf right next to it. There we go. All of it facing away like it's bashful. Okay, I think we're ready for our grand opening. Crap in the street, crap in our store. I've never been
People just gonna steal all the stuff in your street. Now that'd be funny.
more ready. And now let's wait for our first customer. Ma'am, what do you think? Do you want to come in? Oh boy, here we go. Flour's too expensive. How do you even know? You didn't even look at the prices. You just made assumptions. You'll be back, or I bet someone that looks just like you. Okay, yeah, I think it's safe to say that the flour is probably too expensive. Fine, let me crawl back here and see if I can change it. Pardon me, boxes. Let's lower it to a much more modest $5. Hello, sir. Would you like to buy some flour?
Oh.
Well, I'm not really sure what I expected. Except that I can see that there's a rush on flour now. Ooh, going for the lower shelf between that guy's legs? I get it. You're a discerning flour connoisseur. You know where the good
I mean, people are easily paying $5 for it. They must be in California.
stuff is. And you all look like you're late for the same wedding or something, so let's go ahead and get you handled. Okay, let me ring this up, and it's going to be Oh, well, that's probably a little too much cash, but okay. Really? You only gave me $10? It sure felt like more. Anyway, that means your change is $5. Hold,
Okay, they need to fix that, but that's still pretty funny.
please, while I give you your change in pennies.
Oh, God.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boy, howdy am I pleased that you're allowed to do this. And just to help all you non-Americans out there, $5 in pennies is 500 pennies. 500 glorious pennies and not a single cent more. Okay, sir, here's your change. Don't spend it all in one place, okay? And also, while we were getting this guy's change, looks like we have quite the line forming. Hey, you, get out of here. You're holding up the line. Look at this. We're already the hottest destination for all your flour needs. Just clip through all these people, use your telekinesis to pull it from the other side, and then wait for your turn to even get in line. Until then, please help yourself to a little bit of milling around the back of the store for no reason.
I don't understand how this is getting so many good reviews because of how I mean it just doesn't make sense from just how the pricing kind of standpoint works.
Don't worry, I'm sure the line will go down eventually.
Shower
oh, no, you know what I just realized?
forever.
In addition to moving the shelves, I can also move this thing, even if there's people waiting in line. And now they're all like, oh no, what do we do? Don't worry, I'm gonna put it back down. I'm just gonna face it in a weird direction like this, just because I need to see what you'll do as a result. Okay, everybody, find your place in line. Oh no, were all those people leaving? Oh no, did we lose some customers? Nope, no, we did not. They're just waiting in line like they're supposed to. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Line starts right there. Makes sense that it would go out here. Hang on, so what happens if I put it like up against this wall where nobody can possibly line up behind it?
They just go through it.
Well,
Yeah.
that was a stupid question. Of course you would just go inside the wall.
Yep.
I feel dumb for even asking.
not
But
even
what
a
I
wall.
really want
It's
is for
just like
everybody to
fog.
feel involved. So I'm going to shove it all the way back here against where all the customers are anyway, because I want everybody to feel like they're part of the process. Okay, good. No one's even really trying anymore. The thing I love, by the way, is it doesn't look like anyone's willing to leave. Like, they committed to buying this flower, and so help me, they will. Like, these people walk up here.
Yeah, I mean, that seems odd. Like, I would expect it to be so much more, like I get a lot of people liking a game like this, but to have this many types of bugs, and I understand what Josh is doing, but to have this many types of bugs early on in a game like this, it shouldn't have this many good reviews.
Really contemplate if they want to do this, and then they're like, well, I do need flour, and I'm willing to fight the mobs to get it. Now, excuse me while I use the force and grab not 1 but 2 sacks of flour. Also, you might notice this text at the bottom that says to finish out the day. That's because we reach 9 p.m., which I guess is closing time. Except not really, because the game lets you just keep playing. I guess it just means if people are walking by, they're not going to choose to come into your store anymore. Unlike you suckers that are stuck here forever. Okay, whatever. Let's let you finally buy your flour. Oh, I see we got a credit card customer this time. And this is about as fun as you'd expect. You click on their card and it flies right into the card reader as they look down in shame, and then you enter the amount. Here you go, sir. Thank you for your patronage. And then the next sad-looking dork shows up, and you do it all again. That's right, sir. Don't make eye contact. Just put the credit card on the dresser. And that's pretty much what you do. You ring up groceries, and you take their awkward amount of drug money they try to hand you.
Can you just like steal from them though? Like, is that because he says he's gonna steal from them? Like, is he gonna figure out? Oh, you don't have to. You can enter $1,000 from their credit card and legit steal from them.
Give them their change in only pennies, and then you send them on their way. I like to do something a little bit special. Every time I see this guy in his little bow tie, I move the register so that the next person in line is no longer him, so that he loses his place in line, with my goal being to never ring him up. And anytime he gets to the front of the line, time to move the register once more. Uh-oh, what are we supposed to do? There's 2 of them. Okay, nice try, but I can see right through that disguise. Okay, fine. We'll finally ring up your groceries. 1 and 2 and credit card. And then we'll walk away from the machine, take this entire thing, fold it back in the box, throw it at that guy, turn and look at our very American light switch and electrical socket, shut off the lights with everybody still inside, and finish the day.
Wow.
Ah, good. The riffraff cleared out. Finally, we can have a nice place again. But of course, let's move around our setup a little bit. This time, we're going to take this and we're going to put it all the way over here, right in front of the door. And it should be fine because you can actually sneak your way in all the same. And we'll leave the other one there just so people have a reason to come in. And no, I'm not going to buy other stuff. Also, let's lower the price on this and see if we can get more people to come in.
Oh,
there,
geez.
$4 whole for all this crap. Can't wait. Okay, ma'am, come on in. We're open for business. You know you need to... Ma'am? Ma'am? Excuse me? What are you doing there? How did you...
Huh?
What? If we take a look at this other person, they just clip right through, and they
They're going to the
acquire
back?
flour through the wall. That's not the only way they can do it, though. They can walk right up to the shelf and do the old through the shelf special, and then wait in line. But not a single one of them can seem to find their way in. I mean, really, though, you can just walk in just like this. I don't see why you're all having such a problem.
There's an old game kind of like this called Shopkeep 2 where you could do a ton of crazy nonsense like this. And just the problem is, though, is that the AI for the most part wouldn't clip through things. They would try to clip through things, but then get like stuck in a permanent loop forever and you could never fix it.
Something else that's kind of curious is there's flour right here. And if this is here, usually it means there's a customer waiting in line, which obviously we don't see. So let's ring it up and see what happens. Hello? Somebody owes me $8. Oh, I see. It must be whoever's arm this belongs to. I got it. Hold still. I'm trying to take your cash. Although kind of a problem. I can't take that cash because I need to be standing at the register for it. And I can't reach it from here. Oh, wait. I know what to do. Easy solution. Just move this closer.
Is there a game that Josh has broken so badly that it just has permanently just gotten destroyed and just not not playable anymore?
Let's see. Maybe if I move it on the other side like this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Hello? Well, I'm not seeing anyone. Wait a minute. I think this guy's trying to tell me something. Okay, yeah, I understand now. He's standing over there, and he's trying to hand me his credit card.
Through the wall. Perfect.
As you do.
And you
wow,
can
it's
click
like an accidental drive-through. And after ringing them up, I just kind of stare at the wall and hope I can figure out if they're paying cash or credit. What a weird way to do business. Another successful day of not letting anybody actually into my store. I did also try to set up the register outside, but unfortunately, the game doesn't let you place it. So the best I could do is box it up and throw throw it at people. Anyway, whatever, time for the next day. And then the game shows me that market prices have changed for stuff like I care. The only thing I care about is if we can find weirder ways to set up our shop. And thank God we have so much more. Wait a minute, what are you doing out here? You're already in there. This shouldn't even be possible. Well, now I gotta try something. Are you telling me that if I pick this thing up and then box it up and then let's say just throw it over in the corner
and you end the day in a, well, it would have to be outside, right?
like that, if I then back out and then reload my game.
Okay. Well, you figure out item duplication.
Oh, well, that's good. Well, now I have a question. What can we do with extra registers? Oh my God. How much do they sell for? $250? Well, I think we can see where this is going.
Oh, God.
Back in the box. Get in the corner. And then after a quick reload, look who's back again.
How many
and
times
good
are
news,
you
it
gonna
works
do
on
this?
Shelves too. Pick up, box up, throw outside, and then after a quick reload, oh boy, do we have some fun work ahead of us. And we could sell all of them. But what if we need them? So let's go ahead and stow them outside for now. So hold, please.
Oh, God.
Okay, so I've been doing this for quite a while now. Just boxing up some goods, turning around, and throwing them outside. And I feel like we're making good progress. Like, I feel like we might have enough shelves, and also probably enough registers.
I think you need an intern to just do this all day for you. Just pay them. Well, I guess it'd be $20 an hour now.
It's enough that when we're inside the store, you can barely see the outside. Oops, all boxes. And it looks pretty impressive from the outside, too. You can't even see the storefront. And as expected...
Too bad. Too bad cars in this game don't have, clipping issues, because if they hit these boxes, that'd be fantastic.
No one is remotely concerned about this. Who cares if it's in the street? And I'm pretty sure our money problems are solved. Every time we need more money, we can just sell some of this stuff, and we can essentially generate as much money as we need. Talk about all the convenience. And if we head on over here to management, we have a whole bunch of exciting options. For one, we can buy stuff like product licenses. You know how that works, right? Where you're legally not allowed to sell certain things until you pay for a license to sell bottled water. Makes sense to me. And this right now is the only add-on we can actually buy, because there's also the requirement of store level 3, and all of these other ones require even more. Anywhere from level 6 to level 9 to level 12, all the way down to these product licenses to level 90, where the license costs $65,000. All that for alcohol? I'll just make my own in the bathtub, thank you.
Hey, alcohol is really annoying now, because now it's all behind glass cases.
Oh, but that's not all. We've got
Maybe
customization. Check out these options. Yeah, now we're talking. No, but really what we want is growth. If we go on over to here, we can open up extra sections. Again, there's a whole bunch of requirements. We can only do the first one right now. But hey, it's going to let us expand by 4 by 4 meters. And I got big plans for that space. Let's see, how are things looking? Yep, looks good to me. And now that we have all this extra space, we better use it. So first, let's take all these boxes, and we'll just kind of force ourselves to the outside and throw these boxes out there. And now that it's just me and our bigger establishment, it's time to set up the shelf.
Okay, so even if you did take all those boxes out there and do a clip right there, that still probably took like 20 minutes just because he was jumping and chucking them over the edge right there. Now, maybe he only did that for the first one, and there's just like 20 boxes for outside the door, but I don't know.
So first we'll put one
oh God, it's going to be a giant maze, isn't it? He's going to do a maze.
Get right there. And then we'll grab another one, which is going to go right here like this. And then another one right about there. I don't know if you can tell what's happening yet, but you will. Because if there's one thing I like in all of my games, it's building mazes when you're not supposed to. Like the one I've just built right now. Here, let me demonstrate from the outside, where you can already see all this awfulness. First, you approach the front door, and then you
I used to have... like maze buildings, like back in the 90s, before the internet was fun. They probably still have them, but they're just like giant, like they weren't even laser tag, by the way, or anything like that. They were just giant maze buildings. He's gonna probably buy the biggest size and then make a giant maze.
Stare at the back side of a shelf before you realize, oh, you can enter from right here. And then after that, it's just about navigating the space. Watch your face. There's a lot of sharp corners everywhere. And once everybody's done navigating all this crap, they can finally buy their flour. And then once they've purchased this, it's off to the red.
Okay, well, you want to bet they're just gonna ignore this whole thing and go straight through the door.
And just so we're clear, the line starts in the back. And we're open for business. Our first guest of the day. And wow, they're navigating that like a champ. I was wrong. This is fully navigable. I sure am surprised.
I'm actually really surprised that the pathing actually works.
Genuinely didn't think this would be possible. Thank goodness. Wait, no, buddy, you're going the wrong way. Oh, wait. To you, I'm sure you're not. I forgot the line is full here. So why wouldn't you go all the way outside and shove yourself through all of these boxes so that you can honor not just waiting in line, but apparently spooning in line? I bet you can't wait to tell your grandkids about how you met. And as is our custom, we're not going to ring anybody up until our stores hit 9 p.m. and it's closed for the day. I don't think it's much of a problem.
Okay, so from this point, he hasn't stolen anything. So the only thing that makes sense is, he hasn't figured out that you can probably just literally steal from customers by ringing up whatever they want.
Enjoying the maze. Okay, it's 9 p.m. I don't think we're getting any new customers. You can tell these are people just waiting because they've got a little baggie in their hands. Let's begin the checkout process. Thanks for waiting. You and your pecs have been so patient. Did you find everything okay today? Just kidding. I don't care. All I care about is your $8. Okay, sir.
800.
This is unacceptable. You gave me a $50 on your $8 purchase. You know what? I don't even want your money. I'm just gonna give you your $50 back. Take your flower and be gone from my sight. This one's on me. Ma'am, why are you so sweaty? Have you been playing League of Legends?
So apparently you can... Oh, I know why this game's very popular. You need people to learn basic math at the cash register. without the calculator.
That's okay, I understand. I'd be sad too. And every so often I like to pick up the register and turn it around, just to keep people on their toes. See, it's kind of nicer this way. I can see everybody's miserable faces again. Excuse me, ma'am, you can't be back here. What the hell are you doing? Get out of here. Or at least steal the register. You're making these twins very uncomfortable. Oh my goodness, and we have the legendary triplets. How come no...
Okay, they definitely need to fix this. You need a lot more character models.
No one's as amazed as I am, and occasionally the game gets confused. For example, I just rang up that bag of flour, and yet she's giving me no payment. Oh, forgive me for not realizing you were the person paying. Considering you're not even looking in the right direction. And I'm not even gonna ask about your hair. Okay, just give me your credit card there, ma'am, and have a great day. Wait, ma'am, you forgot your... Okay, never mind. You're complaining about stuff I don't have, so now I don't care. What I was gonna tell you is you seem to have left your credit card in the reader. I couldn't just go ahead and run it again, could I?
Yes.
No way. And can I do it again?
I was wondering why I didn't do it at the very beginning. I would have tried that right at the beginning. I'm just a terrible person.
Oh my god. Ma'am, you're gonna be waiting a while. I have something I need to do. Hold, please, while I draw out of this person infinite funds.
Oh, okay. Obviously, he stuck an auto clicker up. So, okay, so it's not all manual. So.
Again? Oh.
And I guess $8 is the maximum he could do. He couldn't just put 8,000. So I guess you do have to go based off of wherever the price is.
My god. Ma'am, you're going to be waiting a while. I have something I need to do. Hold, please, while I draw it.
Okay, so obviously he's using an auto clicker, but for 22 hours.
This person infinite funds.
You only stole from one customer, not all of them.
Okay, I think that might be enough. I think we've extracted enough money from this person's credit card. All $11,863,450.
Never decline.
It's so much money at this point, the game isn't even reporting cents anymore. Or that $1 position. Anyway, the point is I have lots of money now. And thank all of you for waiting this entire time. In the dark, no less. Let me turn on the light so I can get a good look at all your faces. The faces of heroes. Especially these 4 people that I think have been waiting in line this whole time. They all look like they've seen things they can't forget. And my way of saying thanks is I'm gonna end the day without helping you. You're welcome. Look at these amazing stats. 0 satisfied customers. We had to pay $35 for rent and $8.35 for bills. Luckily, we had just a little bit of income. So I think the day was okay. And coming into the shop the next day, it looks
a bunch of police are there and they arrest him.
like whoever it was came back for their credit card. So hey, it's basically a victimless crime. Well, I guess no better time than to try to upgrade everything I have available to me. Which, as it turns out, isn't actually a lot, because I'm still only store level 9. But whatever, sure, give me these things. We did it, we purchased product licenses. It's like DLC, but for our supermarket. More importantly...
Okay, so I guess your store just levels up slowly based off of how many customer sales you have, and probably can't be the same person over each sale. So that does limit him, even with the $11 million.
We can now unlock sections 3 and 4. I like how doing so means you just look to your left, and the store is suddenly just larger than you remember. I mean, not a lot larger, just slightly more for more crap. But I really would like a whole...
From the very beginning, weren't there like... other stores within the building to the left, and then like just cut off. So how's that
a
working?
lot more. And for that, we're gonna have to get our store level a little higher. That's okay. I'm gonna try to fast track this. First, let's take all these shelves, actually put them against the walls. I know it seems weird, but hear me out. It's gonna put these all the way against the wall.
Items.
Thankfully, we have a lot of extra shelves out here. So for what I'm trying to do, it's a lot easier. Okay, there we go. I think this is as many shelves as I could shove in here, provided I still had a checkout stand. And the great thing about this is I can walk through these, but I'm pretty sure all of this is gonna be too narrow for other people to use. And we're actually gonna do something special. We're gonna order other stuff. Pretty much everything I have access to right now, we're gonna order. I mean, not everything, because I didn't buy.
Can you just put milk on the regular shelf, not the fridge shelf? Can you hire like other employees for other registers?
Tiny fridges. And it turns out if you have stuff like orange juice, even though it's been sitting here on the outside in a pile, yeah, there's no way we can put that on the shelf. It needs to be placed in a, on a fridge. Well, why don't you cool down out here then? Wait a minute, I can't do this with soda either? What kind of posh neighborhood is this where I have to put it in a fridge? I did, however, buy 1 case of bottled water, which, yes, for some reason requires a fridge, so that I can just leave it out on the ground. So everyone can be like, oh, is that water for sale? And I can go,
no, it has to be cold.
And I'm glad I don't plan on doing this more than a couple of times, because my God, is this tedious. You can only order 10 cases of anything at a time, and since I want to buy an extreme bulk, I buy 10 of one item, and then I have to go to the next one and buy 10 more. Heaven help me if I just want to order it all at once. So I think I probably have enough goods now. And I couldn't help but notice that the frame rate's a little less smooth, so that probably bodes well, right? Oh God, here's all my stuff. In an actual...
All I know is Josh needs a supercomputer to run all his games.
Actual moving sea of boxes. I like how I actually can't tell it's any different. Like, the only reason I
mean,
know
he
there's
probably
more
has
boxes
at
than
least a
before
$4,000 or
is it's like on the outside
system,
are the bigger boxes, denoting our shelves, and then on this other side
there is
over
a
here,
limit.
all of the checkout counters. And then conveniently in the middle here is all of our goods. So let's not go too nuts yet. Let's deal with putting this crap out first, which is going to be its own special kind of pain. Starting with even trying to get in my own store. Just let me in. Thank you. So the whole reason I'm doing this process is so I can take all these goods and give them the amazing price of 0. And that's how we're going to get more customers happy, which should really help raise our store level. But first we got to put all this crap out here, which
doesn't matter because he's got $11 million. Might as well just shut the store down.
So much work. All this for the price of 0. Okay, shelves stocked.
Oh, looks nice
Never
though.
again. That took forever. And my favorite part about it is you're coming into the store and you're like, oh my goodness, so many things. And all for free.
Yeah.
The downside, of course, being that nothing is in order. You know, with these things right next to the powdered sugar, which are right next to the spaghetti, which are right next to the coffee, or maybe you need some gummy candy. Don't worry, it's right here next to the olive oil. And of course, if you really want something, you gotta shove yourself into these little spaces. Or, well, I do. We all know that they're not going to. We all know they're just gonna go straight to the register. But my hope is that now that we're open and everything is free, that it'll raise our store level faster. Fingers crossed. Hello, ma'am. Hopefully you found everything you want today. Wow, I didn't even see you pick up all that stuff. And don't forget, everything is free. I get it. Habits are hard to break. In fact, here, let me take that. Let's see, you gave me $1 for some reason, and I'm gonna give you back $100. Surely that'll get me more points, right? Nope, it got me 5. And as you can see, as soon as I ring up this person's stuff, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this credit card, by the way. That too gives +5. So what I'm saying is these people get all these free groceries, and we don't even get extra points for it. And sometimes we even lose points if we didn't have what they wanted. Why are you people so ungrateful? Well, for
Okay, that's pretty funny. So it's just a flat XP gain. So how long is this going to take then? Because that's just per customer, 5 SP, and level 90, right?
You're gonna get dox
How many
points
hours
anyway.
is
How
this
about I
gonna
take
take?
your money and I get you your change? All the pennies in the register, and I have a lot of them. And $20 in pennies. Here you go. Take your 2,000 pennies and get out of here. I'm sorry we didn't have any milk. Anyway, we're not helping these people out. We're gonna fold this thing up and tell them to get out with no goods. I don't benefit, so neither do you. But that's okay because I noticed something else. You may notice from our status thing here that we actually have a positive amount of points gained. And I realized it wasn't from these jackasses. It was from over here at the computer. I didn't notice it first, but when you buy stuff, that purchase gives you store points. +2 per case to be exact. So if we were to buy 10 cases of flour, it should get us +20, right?
Oh,
that seems a lot easier to do. And it looks like it's the same across all items. For example, this flour costs $5.16 per case. So you would assume this cereal, that's over 7 times as much, would give me more store points, right? Nope, it's all the same. Can I just keep doing this over and over again and graduate another level?
Okay, so you're just going to use flour to do that. Yeah, that needs to be changed. I mean, if you have like super high end stuff, it should give you more store points. Or maybe they should have a secondary thing for instead of store points, like storage points. Two different
Well,
SPs.
Welp, I know what we're doing. So hold, please, and let's see how long this will take. Okay, so I've been doing this for a little while now to great success. Look at that, we just reached level 27. I couldn't help but notice, though, that everything is getting kind of sluggish. Like, when I leave the
because of
computer
the
and start
outside.
looking around, oh boy, total slideshow. And that's when I remembered. Every time I did this, I was ordering 10 cases of stuff.
Yeah.
And I see they've invaded our store. Well, let's go see what the damage
God.
is, if we can even make it outside. Okay, I'm doing my best to try to get out of here, but it's really
Oh my
hard.
God.
You know what might actually be easier is if we go back over to the computer, head on over to management, go to storage, where I now have the required store level for everything, and hopefully doing so will open up this door finally. There we go, all sections purchased. Oh good, the door is open. Please God, let me exit through the back. Ah, fiddlesticks. I don't know, this might still be better. Let's give it a shot, especially with these bigger boxes that I can pick up and then
It's hurting.
sell. And okay,
Oh,
it looks
hey,
like
cool,
I was
you're
able to
outside.
shove my way out. Nice to see everyone is out here living normal lives. Normal 2 frames per second lives. God, what a nightmare. And hey, speaking of nightmares, look at all this flour. So I think the problem is I don't know how on earth I'm ever going to get back in there. And I don't think we can go back the way we came. Okay, I have an idea. Let's quit back to the menu. Maybe by just continuing from here, the boxes will settle. I'm not so sure that worked. I do appear to be buried in the boxes now, but I was able to shove my way out. Well, I guess that's my supermarket for you. The land of free goods that nobody can get to. But
So yeah, I mean, yeah, there's definitely a memory limit. What's that game that a lot of people play where it's primarily used to test like graphics cards, but it's you put two armies against each other and they run into each other and hope your computer doesn't crash in the process. I forgot which game it was. Oh well.
But hey, why not help yourself to some flour
not
or
really a
some
game, it's just like a
registers? But
quick
you know, now that
simulation
I've spent
thing.
some time with this game, surely it's explained to me how it rose above to have this many people playing it. What a legend. I want to thank AFK Journey again for sponsoring this video.
I still don't understand how many people just love playing a game that's effectively a job. But okay, I guess a lot of simulation games are like that. So, all right, sure. Anyway, that was the Let's Game It Out. Opened a supermarket, made $11,863,450 from stealing from one single person. Have a good day, everyone.